Hello. Hi, Board Game Gran.
Hi, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. Thank you for joining me today, Angela. This is our first time.
It is.
Yeah, welcome to the Board Game Chat with Board Game Gran and Meeple Village.
Yeah, and we're going to be talking about how we got into board games. We're going to be talking about our favorite games of the last year or so. So if you like board games,
Stick
yeah.
around. This is for you. We both have YouTube channels, and we kind of wanted our viewers to have a little bit of an intimate session with us to get to know us a little better while Angela and I also get to know each other a little better. So, would you like
Yeah.
to introduce yourself, Angela, and tell us a little bit about what your channel is all about?
Okay, so my name's Angela, obviously. I'm Board Game Gran on YouTube and Instagram and all those places. And needless to say, my channel is all about the love of board games. And yeah, you can see I own too many. And over there, I do board game upgrades, some reviews, and insights into board games. Your turn.
Awesome.
How about you?
My turn. Okay. So my name is Annabelle, and my channel is called Meeple Village. And in my channel, I do a few things that are board game related. I have a few blogs, although not so many. I also have some unboxings because when I get a new game, I get all excited. So I want to share it with you guys and see you guys can get to see my excitement. But the thing that we focus on the most, that I like to focus on the most, is playthroughs because I enjoy watching game runs. And a lot of time, I might not have the time to set up a game in 2 hours to play a whole game and then pick it up. But at night, before I go to bed, I might have the time to watch someone playing a game. So I wanted to do that. And one of the things that I found is that a lot of times I would watch those games late at night and people wouldn't finish the games. And I was invested and all into the game, and then I'm like, oh my gosh, but who won this game? I will never know. So in my channel, I always finish the games. I try to put them all in one video. If not, then I split them. But you always see what happened at the end of the game, and I just kind of let you, as I play, I tell you what I'm thinking, my strategy, what I'm trying to do, and also I'm teaching you how to play the game in case you decide that it's a game that's for you.
Yeah, and you do that really well as well. I could not make the videos you make because when you go over there, people, and you'll see the amount of stuff coming out of this lady's head. She takes note of everything that's going on the table, and yeah, really good playthroughs. So make sure you check those out.
Yes, thank you. And so I also encourage you guys to go check Board Game Grand because her videos are super cool. She introduces games and she likes to know what they are. And she's very a lot of visual. The videos are usually short, so you don't have to invest as much time as when you're watching the videos at Meeple Village, but you really get the essence of the game. So go check those out at her YouTube channel, Board Game Grand, which we're gonna put a link. We're gonna let you know what the channel is at the end of this video. All
Okay,
right, so
right.
first things first. What I want to know is how you got into playing board games.
Okay, so I probably got into playing board games by being a member of a role playing club back in the early 80s. Back
Okay.
when it all started, and there was that fear around kids playing role playing games, Dungeons and Dragons, and all that. And at the start of our Dungeons and Dragons meetups, we would play board games or Tractics or Ogre or any of those sort of things. So that was my first sort of insight into board gaming.
Okay. What
Yeah,
was your favorite class to play as a D&D gamer?
but Rogue is my favorite class to
Oh,
play.
very good.
Yeah,
Sneaky, sneaky.
a little bit
Good, good.
naughty.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Do
So,
you
how
still
about
play?
you? How did you get into board gaming?
Yeah, sure. I'll let you know. Do you still play D&D though? I wanted to know.
I've played D&D I think twice in the last month, so that's quite a
Okay.
lot for me. Yeah,
Yeah, still
um,
play. Yes.
yeah, a lot of fun.
Like, yeah, that qualifies you as you still playing D&D.
Yeah, yeah.
I've always wanted to find a group of D&D players. So My story is really I blame my brother. I blame my brother for a lot of things. He's the one. He's my oldest brother, and I kind of look up to him. So Star Wars, I blame him. Board games, I blame him. So he went off to college, and he met really cool people that play D&D. And he started playing those games, and then he would come home during the holidays, and he would make me play these games, and they were so these adventures that he would create for me, and I really then he would leave, and I'd be like, okay, well, I don't know really cool people like my brother knows really cool people, and I was young and shy, still am both of those things. So no comments on that one, please. um, After I guess his group of friends started playing board games as well, and then he would come home and he would bring a small game because he couldn't. But then the games got bigger and bigger, and I would go visit him, and we would play games. He would introduce me to more and more games, and then finally he started working at Fantasy Flight, which is a game company based in where he lives. And he helped, I believe he helped design one of the games. I know that his name is on the credits on Runebound, second edition. So I thought, how cool! My family name is on a board game, so I bought that game, and from then on, I continued to buy and 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 play and play and play. So yes, it was my brother's fault for sure.
And how amazing that your brother's name is on a Fantasy Flight game.
Right? Isn't that
That's
cool?
wicked.
And unfortunately, I don't have the game. My friend kind of kept it. I need to really ask her, or I need to find me another copy. I don't, because I know now there's like a third edition. He didn't work on that one, so I need to find me either a second edition, and I'll have my friend give me back my game.
Yeah, that's cool. Really cool.
Yeah, yeah. That's my story. So tell us about the games you played in 2021 that you really enjoyed, that were your favorite.
Okay, so in 2021, I played more games than I thought I had. I feel like I play as many games as many people in the board gaming community, but apparently I didn't do too bad. So I've got one here, Micro Macro Crime City. Now, it's not really a board game as such. It works on a giant paper map. But the thing that I love about this game is you can play it with your whole family, and you don't need to be gamers to play it. So you've got this giant map. It's full of detail. And if you've ever played a Where's Wally, or is it Where's Waldo or something in America?
Waldo.
Waldo?
Waldo, yeah.
Right. So if you've ever played one of those, that's essentially what this game is. You're looking through the detail to try and track back to find out who the murderer was and why they did the murder, basically.
Okay.
The whole city is just rife with crime.
So is the art inside the box much more colorful than outside the box? Because the box looks really plain, and then you're talking about Where's Waldo, and my mind went to colors and
no, it's. I'll show you. So you get these little envelopes, and each one has like a little scenario in it. So little multiple cards, and you just follow the cards. I'm not going to spoil anything. And you've got this map, which is absolutely huge.
Oh my goodness!
Big giant paper map, like a giant old road map.
Oh wow!
And you have to look through.
But it has colors, I'm guessing.
I don't know if we can. There's no colors. But the cool thing is, I've noticed online, some people color it in as they're playing it. And then they end up with a big, nice thing at the end.
Okay.
But that was one of my favorite games of 2021, just because it's so weird and different.
Right. I'm thinking if it has no colors, that's gotta be really hard to go through that, and your eyes are looking at all those things. That's really cool.
I don't have the best eyesight, but it comes with a little magnifying thing that you can.
Okay, good. I will need that too. Is that game on your channel?
That game is not on my channel, but I will add it. I will add that one and another game that I played in 2021 called The Initiative, which I really enjoyed as well, for the same reason. Very different to your standard board game.
Okay, so tell us about The Initiative. What is that about?
All right. So in The Initiative, it's like you go around the board, you collect tokens. If you need those tokens, they've got clues on for a code, and you use this little thing that it comes with to open the code. I can't say too much because I don't want to give anything away, because it's all about secrets and things. But the way the mechanics work is just so clever. I've not seen any other game do anything like it does, and it's super easy. It all works through a comic book, so there's no actual sort of rules. You just read through this comic book. It's really hard to explain, but trust me, if you haven't played the initiative, you need to play it. It's super clever. If you like code breaking, if you're not into ciphers and working out puzzles and things, it's probably not for you. But anyone else, 100%.
You know, you've brought up two really interesting games, because it's really hard to nowadays, especially, to find games that have new mechanics. Because I feel like everything under the sun's been done, and a lot of designers are looking to come up with something fresh and new and different. But then what they end up doing is mixing one mechanic with another, and but the games that you just mentioned look like they did it. They found a way.
Yeah, just something. Yeah,
something good,
really good.
good.
So, how about you? Anything from 2021?
Right. Favorite game in 2021 is really heavy, so I will attempt to bring it up. Oh, the muscles. Okay, so it's this one. It's called Adventure Tactics Domien's Tower. I love having games that I cannot pronounce, and then making a fool on my channel by saying the things wrong and having people correct me. It's okay. English is not my first language. I think it's Domien's Tower, but I could be completely wrong. But it is this little game. It's a dungeon crawler. I love dungeon crawlers. If you go to Meeple Village, you will see a whole bunch of dungeon crawlers. My viewers love dungeon crawlers, and they keep asking for more. So they keep feeding the beast. They keep just letting me do what I love. Um, but in this game, the dungeon crawler, the interesting thing is you're playing with cards instead of with action points, which is usually how you move through dungeons. You get two actions, one to move, one to attack. In this game, you're actually using the cards you have been given to move around the dungeon and to attack and all of those cool things. The game runs the monsters on its own, so it's a co-op game, fully co-op. The best part, though, it's not even that. All of that is really cool already, because it's a new take on dungeon crawling, which is that deck and how it's actually kind of like a deck builder. Because at the end of each adventure, you get to level up your character, and you can turn your rogue, if you're playing as Angela, should be playing the rogue for sure. You can actually turn your rogue and mix it in with maybe a wizard, and then later on turn it into, I don't know, a monk or an assassin or a really cool specialized character. So you kind of have to, when you want to plan ahead and know where you're going with your character, what do you want to create? And it's kind of like an RPG in that respect. And with going to a different class, you get different cards added to your deck. So it gives you different things that you can do during your turn. Very, very cool game. There's a full run through of it on Meeple Village if you want to check it out. The art also is really cute. I don't know if you can tell.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah, it's not such a dark dungeon crawler, so it's good to play with your whole family. Most dungeon crawlers have really dark demons and goblins and all that. This one has goblins, but they're cute goblins.
Yeah, so you can play with your family. That's brilliant.
Exactly. Yeah, good game. Anything else? Any other game from 2021 that you want to share?
I won't talk at length about them, but some that jump out at me. My City, which is like a tiny family legacy game. That was a really good one. Gartenbau from 25th Century Games is a game about getting seeds, turning them into plants, and then eventually full flowers. I think that one was on Kickstarter. That is a beautiful game. And again, the mechanic in it is a little bit different in that the tiles level up. So you start with your seeds, and then you have to match the plants to the seeds, and you put that on top, and then you have to match the flower to the plant. So that was a really nice one as well.
Nice. Very cool. Let's see. For me, the other one that was surprisingly fun, and I was not expecting it to be such fun, is right here. is Wonder Woman 84 or WW84. I'm a DC fan. I like Marvel too. I'm not complaining, but at heart, I'm a DC fan, 100%. So Wonder Woman is, the girl.
Yeah.
And this one is based right out of the movie. The art on the cards, I'm showing you the back, is from right out of the
Yeah.
movie. So if you enjoy the movie, you will recognize the art if you watch the movie. It is a card game, and you all start with the same deck, and your deck is the same for everybody. It doesn't change. It's not a deck builder. It's just it's more hand management.
Yeah.
You're all gonna have the same deck, and you're gonna go against enemies, and all you're doing is matching symbols. Some enemies might have to be defeated by punching them. Some you might have to get them with a lasso. Your cards have a lasso. The enemy have a lasso. You match, but you need to be careful what enemy you want to defeat with your cards because you only have 5 cards in your hand.
Oh.
And some enemies will reward you better. For example, there might be an enemy that wants to have is going to reward the player that put the most lassos in order to defeat him. And then on top of that, you're going to get victory points that are randomized. So you're going to grab victory points. Let's say that a card says if you defeated this enemy with the most lassos, you get to drop 2 victory tokens. But you might draw a token that is really lousy, like a 1, and your opponent might only get 1 token, but he got a number 3 token, so he's winning. So
Yeah.
you really have to be careful and try to get as many tokens as you can, because you can always get those lousy tokens. If you roll like me, and you're always getting ones, you might get the 1 token. So, but it was a really fun, easy to play, portable. I just went on vacation. I took it with me. We were able to play it. It holds up to 4 players, 2 to 4 players. So really easy to travel with, and short, kind of like a filler game. Fun times with WW84.
Awesome. I love Wonder Woman as well. So yeah, brilliant.
Yeah, I like. I would say that it's funny because if I had to pick a DC character, which one is your favorite DC character? Let's start with you.
DC probably Supergirl. Does she count?
She counts. Of course, she counts.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not like big on I like Batman, and I am looking forward to the new Batman movie. But I think out of all of them, probably Supergirl.
Supergirl. Yeah. Did you watch the TV show?
I did watch the TV show. Yeah, I need to catch up on it though. I haven't seen the last season, so.
Oh, yeah, this is the last season. You need to catch up for sure.
Yeah. What about yours? Who's your favorite? Is it Wonder Woman?
It's not Wonder Woman. No. For me, it's Sarah Lance. She is.
See now, had I thought properly,
you would know.
Yes.
Yeah, because I know we talked about this before, but yeah, and I don't know that she really counts as a DC character because
she does.
Now she does, but she's like there was no white canary until she showed up. There was a black canary, but she's the white canary. So I just love how she fights. Her fighting, just every time I see her fighting with that passion that she fights with, it's like she's enjoying the fight, even.
Yeah.
I love it. And also her. I mean, I don't know that we would be friends because she's very tough. But so I don't know that we would get along because I would cry. she would just look at me and I would cry. But I just that strong personality. I love to see that in TV shows, because in TV shows we used to get so many girls that needed rescuing, and here she is. She is the leader of the ship. I mean, if you haven't watched DC Legends of Tomorrow, I don't want to spoil, but she is the main character, and she's protecting others, and I love that. Just like Wonder Woman, kind of. She doesn't need a man to protect her, or Supergirl. She is Supergirl. So yeah. Women power.
Yes.
That's right. Anyway, so are you good with the 2021 games? Any other games you want to show up, or should I?
No, I think that'll do.
Okay, so we're going to be doing this often, right? A few times a month. So we need your feedback, guys. We need to know what you would want us to talk about when we get together, because if not, we're going to talk about whatever we want to talk about. Which we probably will do anyways, but we want your feedback. We want to know what you want us to know about, because this is really about you, about getting a little bit more intimate, giving you another side of us that you don't get to see on our regular videos.
Yeah, and drop your comments and maybe let us know what your favourite games were of 2021 as well. We'd love to hear and chat about that.
That's right. That would be great if you could leave us a comment.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, I think that's us, is it?
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, it's been a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to the next one.
Me too. I'm looking forward to doing this again. And thank you guys for joining us, for watching the board game chat.
See ya.